morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Shizlansky, and I am back with episode 2 of Off the Top Ropes podcast. Give us that round of applause. Yeah, I'm pulling a little marathon today. I was going to have a co-host with me, one of my boys who's also a wrestling fan. His name is Nick Harley, aka my main dog, Dreads. Which he's going to create his own name later. Go figure. So we're going to speed on ahead without him. He got caught up with some other obligations, but he will be with me tomorrow morning for tonight's Raw's Monday Night Raw. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow morning. So I'm going to go ahead without him and finish the rest of what the hell I got to do today, which is 3 more episodes. So we are number 2. So we are going to be talking about last Monday night's Raw results and live blog from March 9th. And we're going to dig right to it because we don't really got that much time. So as we go forward, the opening monologue comes out, blah, 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 blah. And in the very opening, we have Becky Lynch coming out to make her entrance, of course. The Man, which I'm still trying to figure out why WWE trademarked the man and put it on a woman for, but that's neither here nor there to discuss. So as we already knew, some of us already know, we already knew Shayna Baszler was going to win the Elimination Chamber match and is going to face Becky for the Raw Women's Championship. We already knew that was going to happen. The key question was how it was going to happen. So as we move forward, she's in the ring. She's joking over that she finally knows who her WrestleMania opponent is, the cage fighter, Shayna Baszler. She rolls footage of Baszler absolutely dominating the Elimination Chamber in a Fallout promo last night. Let's just skip through this crap. Basically, this is just a normal opening intro promo from Becky Lynch herself. Just basically saying, oh, she's the dangerous fighter that I've ever seen, but it's something that you never faced against me. You're facing an Irish lass that can kick ass. So she's going to be ready for that fight. And obviously, we're all going to be ready for that fight. That's only if WrestleMania is not canceled, I would say by Thursday. I'd say by Tampa officials by Thursday, they're going to say, Vince, we're pulling the plug. We're sorry. Either postpone it, cancel it, and deal with it later, or whatever. But Vince is going to have to play some petty shit on his side, whatever. We'll just see what the fuck happens. And then we're coming for our first match, which is Angel Garza versus Rey Mysterio. Now, this match was actually pretty damn good. Despite it being force-fed in the same combination of things. Which I'm saying, okay, I understand Paul Heyman is one of the executive directors back there when it comes to Raw, but the way the final call is really Vince. So I guess Vince is just saying, let's just put these guys as the opening act for right now. Try to get the people at least woken up excited to be able to get through the second hour. The second hour might be done, the third hour just might pick up. But what I just don't understand is, you got a veteran in Rey Mysterio. Why ain't you pushing that man to be a mid-card along with Angel Garza? I mean, probably for right now, I guess the mid-card right now would have to be AJ Styles, Aleister Black, and a few other guys. So which means you're really saying they're being demoted to the opening card, which I kind of find that kind of disrespectful. But as we move along, we already know how Angel Garza is. He's that flamboyant, skinny, fat charmer who can get away with doing sneaky shit all the time. But as we trying to see him before, every time I see the same thing, the dangerous move, all of sports entertainment, the surprise roll up. But not this time. As Rey Mysterio backs in the corner to block, and then he hits him with a 619 connect, and then he does a slingshot splash. 1, 2, 3. That match is over. At 1 out of 5 stars, I gotta get that at least a decent 2.5. Because we already seen it already. We already know it's just now Rey Mysterio finally gets his revenge. So what's really going to happen with him now? You going to still have him feuding with these guys, or you going to try to move him up? and try to get him some more notoriety before his time is up, before he calls it retirement. Like, what you're doing right now is not really going to be doing anything in the future. It's only boosting up 3 people. He can be boosting up the mid-card, if anything else. Help Aleister Black do that. You know what I mean? Let's give him a chance to shine in the main event, spot, which that's what Paul Heyman is doing, but Vince ain't executing it properly. That's just my opinion. I don't know. As we move forward, oh God, Charlotte fucking Flair, Miss Golden Opportunist, makes her way down the ring. She makes her a little speech about Rhea Ripley. Oh, this ain't gonna happen. Oh, this ain't gonna happen. What's gonna happen? All this other crap. Then we see Rhea Ripley. I've never seen her injured before, but the way that she did the whole 1-2 stomp and then the whole fireworks came out, it's like, oh, kind of reminds me of like the Crunky Ain't Dead music video. What's that? Who's that dude called? When I come up with the dude's name, I'll let you guys know. That Crunky Ain't Dead, he just did the whole boom, boom, clap, boom, boom, clap. Anywho, fast forward, she comes into the ring. She does her little dialogue, basically not backing down to Charlotte, as we all know. But the people who don't know NXT, or the people who do know NXT, let me know what y'all think about Rhea Ripley. Building her up and be a young, uprising star that could be the future female face of the business. And let me know what y'all think, because for me, I'm still new to her character. I'm still new to her person, so it's going to take me a little while to get adjusted to for right now. But at the very end of it, let's just say she's over here and then she knocks her down on the mat. And then she walks out, holding her belt up, throwing it up in her head. And that's how that segment ends. So it's just building that tense animosity between Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. So, I mean, I can say that would be a pretty good match. Pretty good, depending on how they decide to book it. How they decide to book it means how Charlotte really gonna lose and still look strong that we can use her later. So as we go forward. We are looking at Bobby Lashley versus Zack Ryder. My man, Zack Ryder. Bro, get out of there quick. Get out of there. He gets squashed by Bobby Lashley within, 2 minutes? I would say more like a minute. I'd say more like a minute or 2 minutes. That's just ugly. Why Lana's not there? Apparently she's making a movie. Let's see what movie that is. That Triple X one or some low budget one. Where's Randy Orton through all this? I mean, this whole Edge and Randy Orton little feud right now has been the top program of Raw. Where's Randy Orton in all this? As we're waiting for Edge to arrive at the building, we see a few shots of Randy Orton in the back and somewhere in the boiler room, Misty Dungeon, waiting patiently, just thinking in his deep, dark Viper thoughts. Now, this is one of the best heels in WWE right now, as far as I'm really concerned. He's been that way. God knows how long. I say he really exploded when it came to his rivalry with The Undertaker. I think that's when his rivalry went full flat. It was at the birth. And he just took off from there and started really maturing. Really, as time went on, he evolved his heelish character. Because as you see, kind of as a baby he can get away with it, but he's more effective as a heel. Sitting in the Misty Dungeon, he's just waiting for Edge to show up. Probably got something playing for his eyes. So, I can't wait for that later on. As we move forward, oh, man. Aleister Black is sitting in his room. He gets a knock on the door. Boom, 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 boom. You want to know who it is? It's Seth Rollins and Murphy. You've been getting manhandled lately by yourself one-on-one. Why don't you come join us? Seth's offering his hand to Aleister Black. Aleister Black basically says, smacking away. No, I ain't joining you guys. Get the hell out of here. Oh, you ain't with us, then you're against us. Oh, yeah? How about we take this up in the ring? Okay, fine. We'll see you in the ring. Okay, cool. So we already got a main event already put in place between Aleister Black and Seth Rollins. That was a match I was actually really, really intense stuff to see, but it didn't happen that way. As for the next match is basically Drew McIntyre, our beloved 2020 Royal Rumble winner, just getting a nice little quick match between Eric Rowan. Oh my God, Eric Rowan. The stupid mechanical spider? Jesus, Vince, like, what the hell are you doing with this character? Like, you boasted him up, but you didn't boast Luke Harper. And that's what you let him, and that's what you released him. Now, watch, he's going to be a bigger star somewhere else, and you're going to be like, damn, I could have capitalized on that. And you try to capitalize on this with this stupid bird cage, with a cloth over it, and no one's going to allow to fucking see it. The next thing you know, he reveals it, and it'd be a fucking mechanical spider. Gross. Like, the most stupidest, childish, and grossest idea I've ever seen you do was that bullshit right there. I can't say it's probably more worse than the fake Razor and the fake Diesel gimmicks back then, but this is almost up to that caliber now, because you just wasted a lot of people's time and patience, especially wasting his patience. So thank God this match only took like maybe a mere 5 to 7 minutes. 1, 2, 3, Claymore kick him to the face. He's done. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre wins by pinfall using the Claymore kick. The next thing is they just do a quick recap of Edge and Randy Orton, that saga, how it grew up to be the way it is. And then now we get the following next match. We got the Kabuki Warriors, our beloved women's tag team champions, versus Liv Morgan and Natalya. How the hell did these two get matched up together after they were just fighting the night before? Don't ask, don't tell. And Asuka's coming out with a broken, messed up wrist. The poor thing is that these independent contractors have to do working hurt, and then it could really lead up to more bigger damage for them in the future. WWE's not taking care of their wrestlers, and they really gotta figure out this whole union thing right now, because this is gonna hurt them in the long run later, especially with all these new changes and stuff like that going on right now. But let's get into the beginning of the match. Kabuki Warriors are in the ring first. They're doing their Japanese promo before. Stop! But basically, in the long and short of it, they name bombed Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, basically trying to accept their challenge. Like, we're not afraid to defend our tag titles. So potentially, we're gonna be seeing a triangle tag team match for the women's tag team championship between Kabuki Warriors, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, and Sasha Banks and Bayley. But Son's gonna probably tell me that's not gonna happen that way. They're gonna always throw this little monkey ball, curveball towards us, and we may think one thing or give us another thing. Why would you book it that way? Just because we may know, might as well just go with it. So as we're going on with the match, as time dwells on, Sarah Logan comes out, and then you have Ruby Riott come out, standing right next to Sarah Logan, and they start beefing outside. Boom, 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 distracting on the whole entire match. So basically, the whole angle of this match is trying to continue the split between the Riott Squad, and how that happened, which we still don't know why it really happened, by the way. We gotta fill in some of these blanks here with tonight's episode, at least. To continue on that thing, but it takes off of Kabuki Warriors its momentum with them holding the titles. And basically, I think they're going to try to take the titles off them. I think it's time for a change. But I like the Kabuki Warriors as champs. I like them as heels because they work together. And more importantly, you have foreign talent actually holding on to something great. And especially if you want to keep them long term, you're going to want to pay them more money and put the belts on them to keep them happy. That's just my opinion. Go figure. But the end result was the Kabuki Warriors won by pinfall with a roundhouse kick from Asuka to Natalya's face. Smack! Knockdown. Yeah. And then they finally give us a break. After they come back from the break, the OC comes out. And, this promo by AJ Styles, I know this had to be a scripted promo, but to name drop the Undertaker's wife, Michelle McCool, his name, all this stuff. You should have retired when you lost to Brock Lesnar. Matter of fact, you should have retired when you lost to Roman. He just went off, and I felt AJ as a heel, AJ put him on the microphone. He is great, but when you give him something like bullet points and he come off on his own and stuff like that, I don't care if it was promo or not. I felt that it was real. Oh shit! It just made me like, ooh, I actually can't wait. I actually cannot wait for this. I can't wait for this. And I think if I recall correctly, tonight's episode is supposed to be having the Undertaker and AJ Styles sign their contracts, where they try to pull the whole 3-on-1 Braun Strowman theory again. Oh, we can do that with the Undertaker too. Maybe, maybe not, but I really think a one-on-one match will be the destination for WrestleMania between these two. We gotta have it. Please. I mean, I know for Undertaker's age and shit like that, he's gonna want to get himself into shit that he can do on his own, but please, WWE, don't book this thing at 3-on-1. Just please don't. As we move forward, Roderick Moss is defending his 24/7 championship against Cedric Alexander. And Cedric Alexander gets squashed within 3 minutes. Talk about disrespectful. Cedric Alexander, you two need to get the hell out of there. I totally understand why you are upset. Please, this is just completely short. Get out of there. Get out of there quick. Get out of there. But just please, just go. Oh, my God. After they come back from the break this time, MVP is in the ring, and he's shooting his little promo that he's transitioned from the in-ring wrestler to outside agent. And the first person he was looking at to try to be on his side was Edge. Speaking of which, with Edge is not focused on the game. He's not focused on Randy Orton. He's so mixed up in his feelings. Then we cut back to the back where we see the garage. And a black pickup truck speeds and moves forward, stops. Here comes an angry, volatile Edge. Storming to the ring. Hits his music. Go out there. Goes right in the ring. Snatches the microphone from MVP. MVP still trying to do his part. He's like, hey, don't disrespect me. Give me that microphone, you piece of shit. Hey, yo, listen. Randy, get your ass out here right now. I want to whoop your ass. Period. He's flamed up. MVP teaches him, oh, see? This is what I'm talking about right here. You're too wild, too emotionally focused. This is why you're not going to win against Randy. And matter of fact, then he went below the belt. And then you shouldn't be focusing on your wife. Ooh, that just sets him off. And then he spears MVP. Starts whipping him out of nowhere. Randy comes out of nowhere. Stops him. Try to clip him. Bang, bang, bang. Try to get him off force. Right? Edge is trying to come out of nowhere. He pushes him off. And then he surprises him with a surprise RKO. Boom! Hits him with that. And then he looks at I passed out. And then he looks outside, he sees a chair, he grabs it, he tries to run back, he tries to slide back into the ring. Randy notices it, he slithers out of there quick. Walking up the ramp, holding his head. Oh, gotta get out of here. Now, he's looking at MVP. He grabs another chair. Whoa, we're gonna see the chair to MVP once. He does it, he does it. Smack! Look, before he does that, he looks at Randy. This is you! Smack! And then the crowd's chanting, one more time! One more time! Done it one more time. Conchetta one more time. Smack! MVP's knocked out. Out of commission. We probably won't see him for another few weeks. Son probably gonna have a win. Randy's like twisted up his head. Oh my God, what kind of psychopath did I really create? Jesus. Just no. Oh my God. You know? And this was one of the best segments I think Raw had in quite some time. Yes, we definitely want to see Randy Orton versus Edge now. What stipulation that could they have? There's only one answer for that. No holds barred. Let them go all out, go all over the damn stadium. I want them both to be going through all the goddamn stadium, doing some crazy shit, and that would be a classic match for both of them. I think it's only right for them to do that. It's only right for them to do that. Only right. We're not gonna go to the WWE actually giving out getting awards and stuff like that. We're gonna fast forward that. Edge is now in the back. He's looking for Randy. Where is he? Where is he? He's been informed that Randy had just left the building. Randy had left the building. We didn't see that. Go figure. Now we're transitioning into the main event: Aleister Black versus Seth Rollins. My, this match was going to be off the fucking chains until, just the way WWE is booking these main events between these stars. This is why there ain't no mega stars anymore. The only mega star that's probably going to be left to transition into the movie scene is Roman, but anyone after that, I can't really see that. They used to know how to build up stars. Right now, they're stalemating their stars and be that this is only your ceiling, this is where you're going to be, and that's it. So, before we get to the end of it, Murphy breaks up a pin, and Aleister Black wins by disqualification, but he gets clipped at the very end by the both of them. And then he's being saved by the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits. The Street Profits, Martel Force actually issues you a challenge that you might as well make it an 8-man tag match. So now it's AOP, Seth Rollins and Murphy versus the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders as your new main event, an 8-man tag match. Bro, what the fuck was this? We've seen this shit already. We've seen half these combinations already. We don't want this. Why are you killing us with this? So, you know what? I'm ain't even going to be bothered with it. I'm just going to go straight forward, which is the end result. So, basically, the AOP, Buddy Murphy, and then win by pinfall with a blackout from Rollins onto Marcel Ford at the very end. 1, 2, 3. At the very end of it all, Kevin Owens is at ringside. Kevin Owens is at ringside, and then just had to beat him down, too. The AOP got me, AOP saved Seth, but KO hits a stunner on a King, low blows Raj, and it's another stunner on Murphy before Rollins the blackout on him, and then it fades to black, and that's all that you want, and that's how. And then before it fades to black, KO, you're gonna get one more of these blackouts, bang, and that's how we're gonna fade away and end the show. So. That was Raw. That was Monday Night Raw from March 9th. And I gotta say, the only hyped up thing about this one is AJ Styles, Aleister Black, and as much as I would put this one third, but I really put it first, Edge and Orton. Edge and Orton's gotta be number one. Because that rivalry is going to be what's going to sell a lot of these tickets. It's going to get a lot of these pay-per-view guys, especially for Raw. For SmackDown, I don't know what the hell they didn't want to do. But the only one thing I'm kind of amped up for this is John Cena versus The Fiend. Forget about Roman versus Goldberg. That's just going to be complete trash. So, bogus. This WrestleMania, I'm going to just dub it the WrestleMania of part-timers. That's it. Hashtag WrestleMania part-timer. Wrestle part-timers. And that's it. And that is the end of that Raw result. The booking segment-wise, fancy booking, the only thing I probably would have changed is not the 8-man tag. We don't need that bullshit. We just could have had AOP, right? AOP, Seth and Buddy, Aleister Black, or Aleister Black would have stayed outside, or Aleister Black would have been in the match. Viking Raiders and Kevin Owens. At least that would have been like, okay, cool. And then at the very end, the Street Profits could have got involved, and then it could have been the baby faces healer at the end. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know what y'all think, but that was just my own opinion about that. And the key question of the day was, for the Edge and Orton feud, or Edge and Orton rivalry, what do you think their WrestleMania match stipulation should be? Do you think it should be a no holds barred? Do you think it should be a steel cage match? Or do you think it should be an I Quit match? Now, if you really want to ask me, you want to get the best, out of the best of both of them? Gotta say I Quit. You gotta pick the I Quit match. Only because this rivalry is intensified to the max. Especially when you RKO someone else's wife. Now you took it, now you went below the belt, you went across the line, you went extremely personal. So it gotta be an I Quit match. If not I Quit match, then definitely a no holds barred. They can go everywhere around the damn arena and whip people's ass and get involved and get the fans involved. Crowd participation will have to play a part. In this. It gotta be something that is not done before, but we have a feel like we can see this again. And there's only one segment that I kind of want to end the show with backstage rumors and gossip. Rumor has it that for this week's AEW episode, coming from Jacksonville, Florida, it was going to come from the Rochester, New York, but because of the whole coronavirus pandemic, they're going to try to be at home base this week. So, for the Exalted One of the Dark Order, 95.5% of us said it was going to be Matt Hardy coming back as Broken Matt Hardy, but the other 4.5% is now telling me it's going to be Brody Lee. For some weird reason, because now if you're looking at it, when Jake Roberts came out, matter of fact, I shouldn't even tell you about that. We're going to go a little deeper into that. So we're going to go into the next episode with this type of information. We're going to end the show right here, right now. And basically, you're going to be staying tuned for AEW Dynamite results from March the 11th. We're going to continue that in a few minutes. I just want to take a short intermission and do a few edits, and we're going to cut this little part out. But that's the end of our show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time to sponsor. And I want to go ahead and do a quick sponsor to Anchor.fm for letting me do my podcast for free. Yes, keyword free. If you like what I've been doing and you want to do it from your phone or via computer, Anchor is the podcast for you. You can download it to the Google app, you can download it to the Apple Store, and when it comes with your podcast, it's able to be streamed on every other podcast format, Apple Music, Spotify, etc. So get in tune, get with it, man. And if you don't download it here, link below, or download it